really well. I felt like we used up a lot of emotion early and got a little, cottonmouth, if you would, and tired and caught up, and then we kind of went into rest mode and did a little bit of standing on defense, and they came back really quick. And so after that, by the halftime, I think we spent a lot of the second quarter resting, and we talked about that at halftime about what we need to do, and jokingly we said, you can rest tomorrow. You're playing for the Final Four. So kids responded, played well. I thought their effort was really good, and the end result, we're very happy.
You guys just played with a ton of energy tonight. I mean, maybe Trey, talk about just kind of coming into Mizzou Arena and just how much more of a lift that gave you.
Pass that mic around, why don't you, sir?
Yeah, well, I was excited to be here and play for the Final Four. The fans were awesome, and that gave me a big boost. The adrenaline was going, and I felt great coming up there. We were confident. We know if we got out there and doing what we could, then we'd get W. But yeah, it was big to, it was.
Yeah, Dory, how about you? Same thing, just kind of playing in a big arena like that in such a big game.
Well, from the start, we knew it was a big game coming out, playing for the Final Four. We knew that we would have to work hard to compete against other good teams from all around. So we just had to come out and play as hard as we can and play the best game we played the whole year.
What did Coach say at halftime to get you to not be complacent coming out in the third quarter?
Well,
Careful.
well, we had a lot of things on our minds, like how them coming back from the league, stopping their best shooters and stuff like that, making big plays for them and their players. But I think we handled it pretty good. We came out, fought, worked hard, and just played as a team.
It's not that exciting, but they only shot 6 free throws in the entire game. How were you guys able to frustrate them without fouling them?
Well, we play matchup zone probably 80%, if 90% of the year. So that's probably our best defense. And most of the time, if you play zones, you don't foul a lot, supposedly. We try to be as aggressive as we can, but in the same aspect for this game, we knew what they were good at. They're good at getting to the baskets. Rocky Benson can score, and their guards can score, and their post guys are tough on the board. So we want to back up. We just kind of backed up and wanted them to shoot it a little bit. And I told our kids, I said, if they hit it, it's my fault, and then we'll adjust. So number 5 made it my fault a little bit. So we made sure we picked him up and try to cover up the damage there, and still stuck that way. So I think that had a lot to do with the fouls, probably being lower on our side.
You got a chance to see Oakville in the other semifinal. What's your thoughts on them as a team?
Got a really good guard. Number 3 is really good. Shoots the ball well, and they've got a nice squad. I mean, if you're here, you're pretty good. So, I think it'll be a game just like the last probably 3, 4, 5 games we've played. You're going to have to play your best game to have a chance to win. As far as matching up with them, I think we match up with them better. They're not quite as big. I didn't think as the last teams that we played, which is nice. So I feel like sometimes we excel when we can play guards because we rebound well for our size, and we can, he's a tough matchup in the post with some of the guys he's going to play against when they're not so big. And guys like Mitch Jenkins and Taylor Sade, now that opens it up to them as well. They can go score a little bit easier. They don't have 6'9", throwing their shots off the glass. So that gives us a little more chance to score, I think. And I like the matchup with the smaller guards, but same aspect, you got to be careful what you wish for.
For both players, you can celebrate tonight, but you guys got to get serious and ready for the game, for the state game. What's going through your minds? What do you guys got to get mentally ready for in the next 48 hours?
Celebrate a little bit, but yeah, get rest, drink a lot of water, get some fluids in you, stay focused, and be ready for that game Saturday. Give it another 100% out there, play hard.
Well, like Trey said, rest up, drink a lot of water. Keep our heads focused, don't let down. Just stay in the game, just work on things.
Coach, I believe you brought in a mostly new group of guys this year. Was this a finals appearance. Is that something that you would have foreseen with these guys?
You know, actually, last year's team, we had a really good squad last year. He started last year for us. He's the only returning starter we have, and he started as a freshman. But that group was very good. You know, we lost in the district championship to Central, who was, you know, very good as well. So, you know, we just knew that we were just going to build off what we did that year. We talked about what those kids had done and challenge these kids to keep our program going uphill, or up, you know, and keep battling. And you know, as far as players, we knew we were going to be pretty good. We thought we didn't know how good, and you know, the addition of Trey is huge. You know, there's no secret to that. Getting Trey half the year is a big reason that we're here. You know, besides that, though, I mean, our kids. I think before we got Trey, we had 7 losses, and a lot of those occurred in big time games and big time tournaments. And we were also without Byron Williams, who missed over a month of games, so at a crucial time during the TOC, the Tournament of Champions, and some blue and gold tournaments, so as well as Lindbergh tournament. So you know, we had some tough games without him, but you know, our kids, I think that's probably why that we're here. You know, they played without, and then at the end you're adding 2 really good athletic players, and where we struggled was ball handling. Trey's picked that up for us, you know, and it makes the rest of our guys better. So, you know, Trey's been with us since the beginning, you know, since the first day of practice, and getting his grades up and getting where he needed to be. And so we kind of knew what we were going to have. We just kind of, you know, you have to sit and wait. So as far as being here in the Final Four, you know, I don't think anybody knows they're going to go to the Final Four or thinks they're going to go to the Final Four. But as far as having a quality program and a good team, I thought we would.
What did you learn the most from your last appearance with Dadeville?
What was that? I'm sorry.
What did you learn from your last appearance
Here?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just went blank. I was like, Dadeville. The last appearance was how bad it sucked to lose that first round game. And we told our kids the same thing about that, is that, man, you don't want that to happen. And Dadeville's, you know, coming up here with them, you know, that was the first time in school history, so it was very special, and those kids, you know, they worked so hard, and it's a lot the same, you know, but what I guess I took from it was how to prepare, scheduling. You know, you think you come up here and everybody caters to you, and you play a basketball game, which they do, but there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of making sure everybody's in the right places, and so you got to delegate people to take care of things for you and get everything set up where you can concentrate on film and games and what you're going to do. So that's probably what I learned the most from there, and how much fun it is. You know, I talk about every single coach and friend and everybody else will say, you know, just enjoy it, and, you know, you want to, but it's really hard. You don't enjoy it until it's all over with. And then, you know, by that time it's kind of too late because you're so serious and so driven. But, you know, I've tried to enjoy it a little more and understand it. So I would say that's the most thing I learned, is probably just enjoy it, enjoy your experience.
Especially for Mariano and also for Trey, with their bigs, you guys had to mix it up inside a lot. What was it like contending with, you know, that size of guys?
Well, it was a lot harder playing against teams like that, like 6'8" and 6'9". So we kind of like mix it up a little bit, you know, like go a little inside out and stuff like that. Try to go to the free throw lines as much as possible and just work on things like that.
Yeah, those guys were big. You know, our last game we had to play against a couple of bigger guys than we had played. And we hadn't played it in the season, and I mean, you got to go out there and you got to adjust. And you know, like you said, we play a zone, and it works great for us. But as long as we're all hooking up and in the right place at the right time, things work out for us.
Coach, guys, good job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.